Hello everyone, welcome to Spin Me Up. We are back after a long period. I've been in quarantine. I think it must be 4 or 5 weeks out of the last 8, so very happy to be out of the house. Back in with the guys and the PokerDeals team in the office, ready to play some spins. As always, have any questions, just feel to shoot them in the message box and I'll do my best to answer them. Let's see what we get. I've been playing a little bit on GG, just testing it out, so this will be a bit deeper than I've been playing recently, so it'll be interesting to see what spots we get in. Let's get some games going, the music rolling, and see where we get. Alright, let's just start off with a couple of 10s, get some warm-up going. Alright, see if we can get any big spins today. 2x. Nothing too exciting to begin with. And another 2x. Eight-six suited. Bottom of the range with 8-6 suited, 8-5 suited folding. This is going to be a 3-barrel. Backdoor, flush draw, gut shot. Taking it down, that's nice. Don't recognise any of these names. Feel like I want to 3-bet this, but I'm just going to call. Usually means he's got some sort of showdown. He's going to call one at least, so not really sure I want to start blasting off with the king 4 here. 9 of spades. This price overcard calling. No need to raise. This one we can jam with the queen jack suited. It's usually good. Ace-8 suited, clearly the hand we want with 3 BB. Just going to bet this against an unknown. Okay, let's get on some 25s, shall we? Pretty easy decision there with the Jack-8 suited. Makes life easy. Calling for the size. Folding now. Cool. Wow, that's a good barrel spot for Eskinomo. Wow, super tiny bit. King 10, 9-4. Pretty standard. Interesting how Kev didn't raise the flop there. Probably reasonable if we think about it. What was it? Probably reasonable on that board. The button limping range not really hitting 9-4-3, so raise isn't going to achieve too much. Never falling to this size. Beautiful flop, hitting the trips. This stack depth, I don't think we need to raise. It's a bad card for us. He's likely going to slow down this one. It's one that we will be... Well, okay. Tense. Oh, nice. 3-bet the queens as well. Time down a little bit before we get it in. Good board with Ace-9. Standard C-bet. That is not a great card. Still gonna bet. Still gonna have some worse hands in his range. We saw him play the 9-4 passive, kinda sucks. It's because he seems like a player that would just cool down. But we're going to know pretty easily. Yeah, here we go. I mean, he's never bluffing this. Pot size. He would have to give us credit for being a really good player and being able to like fold there to make some bluffs. I just don't think he's going to do it. Not a good turn for us, so we fold. Kev Jez absolutely crushing the 9-4 suited. Ace-4 deeper stacked against unknowns. I prefer to just play pots with. 3-bet shove. Can we bet here? Check, 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 check. King high, is he checking? I guess we can bet now. He probably calls us king highs. Chopping with aces. It's going to suck if he just raises here. Wow, let's see. King high. He did check the board with king high. Okay, this is a good barrel card. We'll be going all the way. Double flush blockers. Wow, we're doing wonderful with these sixes, aren't we? typically can raise these. Against the reg, I would pretty much always raise these. I just don't know who this is, so I don't think you even need to worry about sizings and all this kind of thing. King 7, I'm just going to call. And we're going to have to hope he 3 barrels. Well, we're not folding this. Really awful shove from him. Obviously King 7's cool. Alright, crushing the Kev Jez in the end. Let's get another 25 up. Hit the 5. See what his bet size is. Looks like he doesn't really know what he wants to do. Just gonna call. It's a really good turn for him to be barreling, but with a overcard and a pair, we're not going to be folding. I don't think we can bet for value, and I don't think we need to start turning a hand into a bluff, so we will check back also. Gonna really suck if he just bets now, like he has some sort of 10x. He either has some sort of 10x or he's looking to check raise turns. This is just... It looks like he's really trying to get paid from what we have. Can we bluff raise him? I think we're taking too long now. Wow, he's bluffing. Let's see. SBB, small bet bluff, always good to know when opponents can do that. A pretty useful note. Nice here with the King Jack suited, hitting the top pair. It's a 3x range. I think we want to be raising, so we'll call. Random spades get there. It's going to really suck if he 3 barrels this, unless we hit a straight or something. Pretty decent river. I was going to say that would be an interesting river decision. I'm not sure we'd be able to fold. This is a bad board. Small blind range is all over it on the Jack 9-2. Just don't think we're getting many folds at all here versus 2 ranges. Concerned about his big blind, his button min raise range here against an 8BB. Wow, and he calls off. Some atrocious play going on here, which is exactly what we want to see. Come on, George, in we go. Well, George with his 8-3 suited, so I don't think we'll read into the min raise range too much here from George. Definitely don't want to play flats with ace-6 really. Trapping is Vera, okay. heads of him both. Let's try and get a good start. I just don't think he has anything. We're not going to get outdrawn too often, so I'm just going to see if he manages to make any bluffs on rivers. King, Queen, there's plenty of draws here. The problem is we are blocking some of the flush draws. I have to call the 1BB. 6 fulfills some of the straight draws that get in. 7, 6, 9, 7. These types. So I think we'll just call. Sorry, check back. So he does have 10. Might be a bit wide of a call with a king queen, but I don't think it would be that terrible. Alright, it's got that 1-1. Let's go. So small blind here should be checking some Jack X, a lot of 10x and 8x. So against his value range, we're not doing like super good. So I'm just going to check again here. And river is pretty bad again. I guess we just try and take the showdown. I'm guessing he has some sort of king high if he's just checking that down. Yeah, king 4. Try a cheeky min raise on him. Didn't get through. So many bad rivers. I think he's going to bet all of his 8s. You know, I think we will start just barreling this off. I think it's too weak. He's going to have some better 10s. He's going to have some jacks that maybe don't want to bet that turn. And I think he's just going to bet all of his 8s on that turn. So I think we just have to start putting pressure on. I think it's going to work a good amount of the time. 5-2 suited. Got these both labelled as poor players. So let's see. Oh, yeah, this is a guy that raised called with Jack 10, right? Pretty much hating the pot bet here. Kind of sucks. Even though he is a bit of a fish. We're just not sure what he's going to do on turns there. Doesn't feel fun to fold that, but. Continuing to bet, and we're just going to have to call down here with the king 5. Queen 10, backdoor flushes, and also some random king 9. Jack 9 probably doesn't double barrel a lot of the time. Ace 3, ace X offs do pretty well against button limps here, getting it through super often. Alright. 10-3 is a fold. 8-3 is a fold. Don't forget to jump into our Discord, guys. Happy to take any questions, comments, hand histories there. Just put them all in. Happy to help out and give you our views. Also updates everyone on streams. Anything coming up. No need to continue against Roman there to a pot size bet. I mean, even if he's bluffing, whatever. Don't know what he's going to do, we're out of position. Fury making a comeback here. I think players in general are not going to be shoving wide enough against these low BB limps. I think we will bet this one. Stack size are a lot shorter now. He's not going to have many King X in his range, because now he's shorter stacked with 6BB. He should be just jamming a lot of King X pre-flop to limps. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Maybe he has more than he's supposed to. Wow, okay. Let's go. We're blocking some of his outs. Alright, we managed to get the double win in there on the first two 25s. Against Lorden here, this would be good 3x. 2.5, call to the size, no problem. Not our colour. Out we go. Roosh, don't recognise this name, just going to be playing 100%. 10-2. King 10 and defend. No diamond. King 10. To this size we will call. Wow, come on with the 8. No. Alright, no 3x for us. We're losing to all ace highs. The question is, they're going to call. Wow, 9-8. It's a bit wide on the button there. I'm just thinking he has better hands, showdown. That might fold to that bet size, because it doesn't look like we're bluffing too often there with that size. But he had a pair, so. I think we'll start value betting now. We block some of the straight draws that he would bluff with the 4. So we're only going to get like some backdoor flush draws. This is a really horrible board on the left here versus a small blind range. We do want to see our equity a good amount though, so Jehovah, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying it. Any questions, feel free, just put them in the chat. Happy to answer. Queen 7 suited. We're getting a lot of good turns here, so I think the King 3 suited we'll check. This one's a good one, obviously. Just calling down with the King 3. We're obviously calling this. Hitting the Queen. And we're going to have to call this. There's just too many draws. 10-8, 10-9, some flush draws. We have top pair. We're disguised in our hand strength. We didn't bet the flop, so if he has a better hand, he has a better hand. Not really much we can do there. He just happens to have value. This is where things are going to get interesting. Snap pots it. Just don't know anything about him. Yeah, that's the 2. Not sure whether that's too wide or not. But it's like nuts or nothing, right? Just don't know how often we're seeing nuts. We've seen some really weird plays in these games, so. board, just check giving up. Sevens trapping. This shouldn't connect with his range too hard at all. Make a c-bet. Obviously, perfect card for us. We're hoping he has some sort of middle pair and not one of these like ace-2, ace-5 hands that want to shove free. Wow, okay. We've got value of being betting to on both tables. No need to raise the sevens. Backdoor flush would be so sick. Well, we're not folding. A6. In case he has some bluffs, I'm just going to call here with the sevens. He should be value betting every other hand. Maybe he bluffs some random hands. Okay, nice. Working out well on both there. Oh no. He's doubled up. Twos, let's go. Have to call the ace-2 suited. They're coming back. They're coming back. Oh no, it's all going pear-shaped. Well, nothing we could do. We have all the hands. I think we'll just slow play. Don't really want to play a big pot. Calling down. Especially on this river, I think we're going to raise. He's got misdraws, a 3 or a king. Obviously calling to this size. Sixes, basically have to call. It's fives we'd fold. Min raise. Wow, did we hit the set there? These sixes have been good to us today. Min raise. Might be a bit weak, but I really don't know anything about this player. Min raise from unknowns is pretty suspect a good bunch of the time. 7 to 1BB, we're going to call. King 5 suited has some really good barrel cards here. 1BB again, giving us pretty good odds. I'm just wondering whether we need to start raising. I think we will. We have a blocker to the nut straight and we can hit some good hands on the river. This unfortunately is a call, even though I don't like to do it. I think we have better edges, but hand is just too strong. 1BB. Enjoy there. I think he's bluffing. I'm just not sure we can get him off anything here. Do we want to turn this into a bluff? Could conceivably just rip that in, and maybe this type of player folds. Oh, 1-2-5, something a bit more interesting. No need to bet with that 9 turn. He just instant pots it. We've seen him bet 1BB when he's weak, right? So it might be a telltale sign that he's, check an ace-x board, you generally have something right. Just beating his flushes that didn't somehow see bet the board, so not going to bother. 3x. Well, I don't think we have any choice but to get this in. There's extra dead money in there. If he has any sort of ace-3, ace-4, any fold range, we're just printing pretty hard here. Wow. Well, we're not folding. Just remember, when you see those big like 4x, 3x pots, they're never bluffing, right? They minimum have got something. You rarely see draws there. Especially against a passive guy who's 1BB stabbing, you know, with his weak hands. You can be sure he's got something. But we were just too high up there. Dragos. I'm pretty sure that's a reg we have played before. Rondon Pablo, what do you want to do? He wants to min raise. Okay. Not the best board for us. Folding. Okay. Ooh, this is interesting with the ace jack because we're pretty deep here. We're still gonna 3-bet. Let's see what notes flats 3x. Get a call. Alright, it's a pretty horrific board. Basically hits everything. I think we'll check, fold. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Don't have many 8x in our range, that's the problem. I think we have to give this one up. There's just too many hands in his range that get there. Check shove. Bluff him. We get away from this one. The board's just 2 all over his range. Kind of sucked. Buddy. C-bang, they're not loving it. There's a lot of draws there, a lot of pairs. I can withstand a bit of heat. 3x, so sure. I was really thinking of making like 7.8 here, but I think I've left it too long. Alright, heads up in the 1-2-5. See if we can make this happen. It's 3 times now, he's 3x us. We have a hand to call now. Really good board for us. I think we just fold then. Well, he still seems to like the board, but I think if we check call and flop this hand, there's not really much we can do if he has an overpair. It's an overpair. So he has top pair, so let's see, 3x. ISO, EVB, jack 10 off. Icing this jack 3 if he doesn't shove. calls. King 6. That is quite horrific. King 6 off that stack depth, obviously just want to be getting in. Given this guy, we've seen he's just raising everything unless Swim Your Limp would just be start folding some hands against him. This is a call, so just wondering whether we might even fold against him. Given he doesn't even shove King 6, what is he what is he shoving? No hands except for Ace Jack against Todoroki. He called that one pretty quick, didn't he? But he's still got some limping range, so King Jack, we're obviously getting in. Actually, you know you want to. No, it's checking. Well, we just hope he wasn't just calling with a flush draw. Really good turn for us. Yes, Buddy. He loves an ISO, doesn't he? Obviously shoving A7. 18. Just wondering if 3-bet non all in against him. I think we just jam. If I knew his range, this could even be a call, but I really know anything about him. Checking suited. Wow, this is a good board. Jack 8 should be winning a good chunk here. No, he has the 2. Bad turn for him. He's going to be incentivized to check this, unless he just like show. Oh, it's a bad one as well. Let's see. He is probably going to be incentivized to bluff this river. We're not getting any value from one pair hand, so I think I'm just going to check and then call. If he has a 6, he has a 6. There we go. It was a bit wild here with the 4-7 suited. Now the flushes come in, I think he's going to have a tough time calling. It was a bit wide though. King's obviously getting in. Let's go against Jack 9, doing super good here. Obviously calling the min raise, got backdoor flush draw and straight draw. This card is useless for us, so quite easy fold. Ace 10 we like to see. 3-5ing would be nice. Obviously shoving the ace-4, no good as limp offsuits, just get them in. Ace-9 suited, we'll get that one in. Ace-8 suited, we're calling, let's go, dominating. Hit the 8, even better, no chops please. 1.76, I believe this is even a 1.7 BB. I'm pretty sure we had 0.04 BB, more than we needed in that one. This one was a call though. Could be incorrect there actually. Let's see. Could be incorrect. I don't know my tiny ones. Alright, we took it down, which is nice. $125. Let's see, should we open a chest as something else? 2.5x ISO. Let's go. Well, great board. Size up slightly than I normally would, just in case he wants to continue. Wow, pretty good board for him to hit something. 32 VB, just gonna take a min-raise range now. Obviously a really nice board. This turn was really good for his range. Any backdoor flush that he calls, he's probably going to have to call again. Any pair and straight draw, have to call again. Some pairs and open enders there, so should be sizing. Like GTO probably tell you to size even bigger than that, but I just think players just don't call enough there. And with our value range, we want to make sure we get paid. Have a pair, we're calling. Small stab here. Parent straight draw, we have to call this. He checks. Jack fills the straight draws that he could potentially call on the flop. Interesting river. I don't think we're ever winning to a third pot size. I can only raise or fold. And here, I think if we had a 9 and like an 8 of diamonds, we might just raise there. Or 9 and a jack. We could potentially raise since we're blocking some of the straights, but I don't know. 6 suited, perfectly good for a call. Not a good flop though. Fives, easy call. Against the 4s, oh no. No joy there. 3x, really liking it here with the ace jack. Just gonna jam it in. Definitely not recommending 3x off a 13-14 BB stack. Just not really going to do very much with that. Color coding purple as someone who doesn't really know what they're doing, or at least I've seen some moves that kind of show they don't know what they're doing. Queen doesn't have too many 5x in his range. I think he's just going to get away with this very often. Have to call to this size. Just doesn't have too many 5x's. Question is he going to go bananas? We have some overpairs, we have some jacks, and we have some 5x ourselves, we have some flush draws that we can call, so I think this is one we're going to give up even though I really don't want to. Just don't know enough about the person. This one. I think we will. It's just too small for a shove, so I was going for a min-raise there. Usually your edge hands, if they're not good enough to shove, you can kind of put them in a min-raise range, mix them in with like your aces and kings, so you at least have some other hands in there. Two, definitely not good enough. Kind of feels like we probably should three-barrel this. We have a stack depth where a lot of ace-x pre from his side is going to want to get in. Made the flop bet so small he might be incentivized to continue. Thing is, can he fold a jack? That's the question. He just leads out, I think. Oh, easy for us. Maybe we need to choose some worse hands there. Maybe our 10x is interacting too much with his straight draw range. Like, you know, queen 10, king 10. Maybe the 10 here is interacting too much and I need to save it for like some 8-6 suited or 8-7 suited that we might raise. Nori limping on the button, that's a good sign. This is 3x there. Jack 6, okay. He instantly checks, a bit strange, but I just don't think we get him to fold strong hands. Fabiano crushing us at the moment, isn't he? Aces, well, that's obviously going in. They don't know how I'm playing, so I'm going to play super exploitative and just limp here. If this was against regs, I would just jam this, but they've got no idea how I'm playing, and probably the worst board for aces. I think we just call this, no need to raise. That went horribly, but we're still in the game. As bad a run out as you can get against a couple of ranges, really. Full houses and straight draws all over the place. But it's going to happen. We're obviously getting in the ace 2. Nines, what a board. Plenty of straight draws and flush draws here. Like, this is definitely one we should be betting. Like, think how connected the board is. You know, Jack 10, Queen Jack, Queen 10, 7 6 7 5, 10 7, 10 6, Jack 7, 10 7. There's just so many draws here. It's absolutely insane. If you're not like c-betting these boards against two ranges, you're probably losing value. It's a good card to come in. We're hoping he's flushed. He's checked now. Well, he's either calling or he's not, so. He got quads. This is horrible, but the pot's too big now. Yeah, 8-5 in the small blind. Oh, that was brutal. Pot was like 32 BB and it cost us 5. Not really much we can do. Hopefully we'll get our revenge now. That was pretty funny. Just bet big in case he's like some fishing calls with flushes, which he may well do if he's calling with 8-5 off there in the small blind. You know, maybe he calls that river with flushes. Do we lose again to him? Yeah, no joy against him. Checking the Jack 8 suited. 8 is not going to get outdrawn too often. 9 is obviously one of those cards that can. Betting 1BB in case he has a worse 8 or 5. He hasn't shown any inclination to bet. This is a really good card here. It's going to really suck if we get shoved on. So I think we will make a size where we're committed. Close here with the Jack 7. Dragos. Fair and straight draw. Bingo. Let's see, what do we want to do here? I think he checks back too often there. Even if he's got like king queen there, I just don't think he starts turning his king of hearts into a bluff. Like, wow, he has 9-2. I have to start labeling him. 1.5. I think against this size we're actually going to fold. Too many turns of rivers that are just horrible, and he's bet a bigger size, which is a bit strange. Alright, nice fold, the ace-2. Jack-2, one of the top pairs, like Jack-6 downwards, probably just going to check back this flop. Lots of really bad turns of rivers. So many draws in here, so many things can go wrong. I don't want to be playing a big pot. Now we can start betting. Ace-7 suited, raise calling there. This one. Ace-8. Bad board, just going to be giving up. He has checked as well. Calling this. Oh, look at that. Fantastic turn. Not the best river. He checks, so he bets and then he checks. I think we bet and fold to raises. When he checks that turn, it's more likely he's got a middle pair of some sort. And he's not going to just start turning that to a bluff, so I think we can value bet there. 7 with 5 EB. That's going in. Uh-oh. Well, we're live. Gut shot. Nope. He's suited. Really bad board for the ace-4 suited here. Just checking. Again, he probably bets his eights. We could, but like the only reason for betting here would be to protect your equity, you know, not giving him free live cards. But I think we just check him. It's a really good card for us actually, because he probably bets a lot of eights on the turn, so we're probably still good. I don't think we can bet for value though. Is he going to call us with king high? Bet he'd shove some king highs pre. I think we just take it. What the? Interesting. Limp, shove versus 3.5x. Hits up, king 5 off. Is that 11 BV? Dragos, that was interesting. I guess he thinks my 3.5x is full of it. I'm gonna shove this one in. Size without heart, you can fold. Dragos, pretty sure we're shoving this one. Well, ace king, second time's a charm. Following the queen 6 here, it's done exactly the same thing a few times. Just gonna check back. We probably have the best hand, but I think we can give him a chance to bluff. If obviously this flush comes in, we are gonna be against some better queens that somehow checked, and it's an easy call on the river here. So it's just a bit of a whale, really. Label that whale. Going for the old limp shove again. Really good flop for us. Ace 9, no spade. Wow, crushed us. That was no good, was it? Queen jack's going in. Alright, double up time. Just wondering whether to raise this or not. I think we can always raise him on the river, right? So strange. We have a lot of queens here. Just don't know what he's doing. Maybe he just hits 2 pair and just starts donking. Check. Oh wow! Look at that. I think that's justice for the old ace 10 suited flopping the world against him. Alright, flip time. Hit the 6, good start. so interesting how he bets King Jack there. Like, what does he think he's getting called by? Like, is he just trying to get 4-3 suited to fold on a turn? It doesn't make any sense. He's just value tanning himself. I think that's a really horrible barrel with a King Jack there, to be honest. Most people can't fold 5 to 3 barrels with a full house, so I'm not sure what he's trying to do, especially when he doesn't pull the trigger. Like if he shoves on the river there, the play makes a bit more sense if he thinks I can fold 5s. But yeah, not really liking it. Don't forget to jump into our Discord, guys. We speak about any hands there, anything you want to talk about, drop some hand histories in there. We'll be happy to share what we think. Also putting out an interesting article today about the Hellmuth 3-bet call-off. If you didn't see that, that was pretty hilarious. Hellmuth 3-bet 1/3 of his stack with Queen 4 off, and then talked himself into a call, and then somehow hit trips. Can only imagine what he would have done if it was someone else doing that to him. But yeah, we analysed it in one of the programs to see. Can't fold. Okay. Against weak players, I don't really want to limp shove ace-5 unless I know they're raising the big blind a lot, which I don't think a lot of players are. Well, he's done it twice in a row. He's obviously getting in this time. This Harros is just crushing us. Flush draws would be Jack X suited. So it's like this guy can't fold, right? So I don't think 3-bet's going to work with the King 4 off. But yeah, catch that article on our website, PokerDeals.com. He's going to be incentivized to bluff this. I'm just going to check. Well, we are not folding. It's his perfect bluff card. And he was just trapping. He should just always bet the turn there, kind of. Twos. We get in. Wow. We're hitting some sets today, aren't we? There for that one. Last game, 3x. Let's get it in. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Hope you got some value from this. They'll all be on YouTube. We put all the replays on YouTube. This guy just cannot fold, can he? I mean, it's good. We're gonna look pretty strong when we do this, but. Having an 8. How does he have a hand here? Alright, spinning it up 3.6 BB. Yeah, I think we just shoved a gut shot here. Wow, he's got this. Whoa. He's hit it. He's hit it. It's game over. Harros has crushed us in the last game. I think we still managed a bit of a profit. Yeah, just a little bit. 60, so like 3 binds or something. Pretty good for a session. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out the website, the articles, pretty fun in the analysis, and yeah, all the replays are on YouTube. And I think that's everything. Good to be back. Hope you're all enjoying it. Don't forget Discord and hit follow if you enjoyed. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye bye.